All right, ready for a deep dive? Today we're getting into the world of textile sourcing.
Really interesting stuff, really fascinating.
It is. And get this, one of the top skills for this job is social perceptiveness.
Yeah,
We're talking about textile sourcing merchandisers, those masters of fabric.
that's right.
You got your RoleCatcher resources.
Yeah, I've got them right here.
Okay, good. Let's weave through this together.
Sounds good.
So more than just picking pretty colors, I'm guessing.
Way more.
Okay.
We're not just talking about knowing your silks from your satins, though that's important. These folks are practically fabric whisperers.
Oh, wow.
They're navigating the entire journey of a textile, from those raw materials at the source all the way to the finished garment that you see in stores.
So it's a huge process that they're overseeing.
Huge. Think of them as conductors of a global orchestra,
Wow, okay.
coordinating designers, suppliers, production teams to hit those high notes, especially in a world obsessed with fast fashion.
I am seeing fast fashion pop up a lot in these RoleCatcher guides. What's the deal with that? Is that like fashion on a sugar rush?
Huh. You could say that.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it's all about speed. Trends change really quickly, and textile sourcing merchandisers, they're tasked with keeping pace. So we're talking about getting designs from the drawing board to store shelves in a matter of weeks, sometimes even faster.
Wow.
Yeah, so this means they need to have their fingers on the pulse of what's hot, anticipate any potential hiccups in that supply chain, and be ready to pivot really quickly when needed.
So it's a very fast-paced job.
Very fast-paced, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where those strong social perception skills come in, you know?
Right.
Remember that stat we mentioned?
Yeah.
It's ranked as one of the most crucial skills for textile sourcing merchandisers.
Interesting.
They're dealing with people from all walks of life. You've got your designers with these creative visions,
Yeah.
factory owners that are just laser focused on production,
Right.
maybe even artisans carrying on, traditional techniques. So it's a whole spectrum of people that they're interacting with.
So it's like they're not just sourcing fabrics, they're sourcing relationships too.
100%, yeah.
Wow.
And those relationships are gold, especially when a wrench gets thrown in the gears.
Right.
Imagine a scenario, a massive storm hits a cotton farm,
Oh, no.
disrupts the entire supply chain.
Oh, that's a disaster. What happens then?
That's when a textile sourcing merchandiser, they spring into action.
Yeah.
They need to think fast, tap into that network that they've built,
Right.
maybe source an alternative material,
Yep.
all while keeping everyone in the loop. So we're talking designers, manufacturers, retailers, all on different pages, potentially. So it's high-stakes problem solving, often across continents and time zones.
Yeah, that sounds like a very demanding job.
It is
like-
very demanding,
Now, that's a work environment that would definitely keep you on your toes.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at this pros and cons section here,
Okay.
and I am seeing potential for travel. Is that a common perk for textile sourcing merchandisers?
Absolutely, yeah. It's not uncommon for them to travel to production facilities
Oh,
all
yeah.
around the world to meet suppliers face to face.
Okay.
Get hands-on with the materials, so we're talking about immersing themselves in the entire process,
Wow,
from the fiber to the factory floor.
that's incredible.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool perk of the job, for sure.
Yeah, that does sound pretty amazing. But I imagine it's not all glamorous, though, right?
No, for sure not.
There's got to be some downsides.
Yeah, long hours, especially during peak seasons, are just a given.
Right.
Negotiations can be tough.
Oh, I bet.
Deadlines are very tight,
Yeah.
and you're constantly juggling multiple projects.
Right, so you always have to be on top of your game.
Always.
And what about those ethical considerations? I know the fashion industry has been under a lot of scrutiny
Yeah.
for its impact on the environment and labor practices.
Yeah, you're right to bring that up. That's a critical aspect of this role, for sure. A responsible textile sourcing merchandiser. They're not just focused on the bottom line. They're
Okay.
thinking about the social and environmental impact of their sourcing decisions.
So it's a huge responsibility.
It is a huge responsibility.
It's really about more than just the bottom line.
Yeah, absolutely. They're kind of becoming textile detectives in a way.
Oh, wow.
They have to trace those origins of materials, ensure fair labor practices are happening, and really try to minimize that environmental footprint.
So important.
It is. It's a huge responsibility, but it is exciting to see how the role is evolving.
It really is. It sounds like you really need to know your stuff to break into this field. What does the path to becoming a textile sourcing merchandiser even look like?
Well, a lot of people start with a degree in textile science,
Okay.
fashion merchandising, or even business administration.
Okay.
But experience is key.
Right.
Internships, apprenticeships, Even those part-time jobs in retail or manufacturing, all those can give you a feel for the industry.
So you're saying it's not just about hitting the books, it's about uh, getting your hands dirty,
Yeah.
or should I say fabricy?
Exactly, exactly. And as you progress, those certifications that we touched on earlier,
Right.
the certified supply chain professional, the certified international trade professional,
Yeah.
those become more and more valuable. They show employers that you're serious about this.
So it's like earning your stripes
Yeah.
in the textile sourcing world.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of leveling up, how do people basically land their dream job in this field? I'm guessing that interview process is pretty intense.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
The interview prep section in this RoleCatcher guide really nails it.
Okay.
They emphasize showcasing that passion for the industry.
Oh, okay.
Remember, this isn't just a job, you know?
Right.
It's a chance to really shape the future of fashion.
That's a good point. So it's not just about rattling off your resume. You really have to convey your excitement, your love for this. For fabrics, your understanding of those global trends, and maybe even like your thoughts on the future of sustainable sourcing.
100%, yeah.
Wow.
Show them that you're a trend spotter, that you're a problem solver, and that you're a passionate advocate for ethical sourcing.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, this is your chance to really weave your story into the fabric of the industry.
Oh, I love that. This has been such an eye-opening deep dive. We've gone from understanding the ins and outs of sourcing to realizing the impact these professionals have on the environment, the economy, and the world of fashion.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It is.
Textile sourcing merchandisers really are the unsung heroes of this industry.
Yeah.
You know, they're working behind the scenes to bring us the clothes that we love, but also shaping a more sustainable and responsible future.
And for anyone out there who is feeling inspired, who's ready to dive into this dynamic and evolving world of textile sourcing, don't let anything hold you back. Explore those resources, connect with people in the industry, and who knows, maybe one day we'll be featuring Why You on our deep dive. Until next time, thanks for exploring with us.